Welcome back to XPGNN, the network for the experienced gamer. Tonight, a special report. The war with the Directorate continues. Foundation and System Alliance forces attacked deep into the heart of Cardassian territory, destroying the main Cardassian battle group and lightly damaging the Directorate's primary shipyards in the Verdamon system. Reports are still coming in, but we can say for some certainty casualties were high. Of the 13 ships comprising the First Fleet, only 5 managed to make it back to Foundation space, all of which sustained heavy damage. Those ships are the Hakona, the Norseman, the Harpy, the Heresy, and the Reaper. Of note, the Harkona and the Heresy returned with damage across all ship systems, with the Hakona only having 6 points of hull structural integrity left. Fleet Admiral Vadding has made it clear the Alliance needs a port closer to the front line. As it stands now, Earth is the closest refuel and repair center, over 11 jumps away. A call has gone out to the civilian population asking, who is willing to live on the edge of the known universe? Who will man the wall that defends our borders? Plans for a new colony ship have already begun. No word yet what port will construct said ship, as all ports are currently building new vessels for the war effort. The colony of Serenity in the Alborn system has put in a proposition to allow construction of a new shipyard. Admiral Vadding's flagship, the Hazard, had to be scuttled at the last major offensive due to extensive damage. The crew was able to transfer over to the Reaper without issue. The Senate this afternoon approved a bill funding the construction of a new fleet of destroyers, the Arizona-class heavy torpedo destroyer, armed with better in-system ion engines and a more advanced hyperdrive for long-distance travel. A communications blackout of the former Jahed Empire has finally been lifted after what appears to have been an organized attempt at rebellion. Alliance military forces were able to deal with the rebels in short order. Hopefully things will improve in the Jahed system, as the new social welfare programs are enacted. The latest captains list should be coming out in the next week or so, as many new ships are set to be launching over the coming days. Would you like to know more? This information coming soon. This wraps up tonight's netcast, but as always, we ask the only question that matters. Are you doing your part? Join the System Alliance now. Service guarantees citizenship. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Check here. Welcome back to the epic grand campaign. Let's see what's going on here. System Alliance, currently one of the largest, actually I think the largest power, known power in the universe. Of course, we've still got races that are all the way out on the other side. We haven't been past the galactic core though. We haven't actually explored that far. Now, we're at war with the Cardassians, and we've had a major, well, I want to say we lost that battle, but we did manage to take out one of their primary fleets in the Verdamon system. So there's where all the wreckage is. But we didn't take out the starbase was here. I wonder if the Foundation managed to take out that mining facility that they were just so gung-ho about taking out. I bet if we had worked together, we could have taken out their main dry dock, their main starport. But of course not. They decided to run off and do some silly shenanigans. Though, sadly, the Cardassians still have multiple combat fleets. So it looks like just one. They've got one combat fleet. Now, we're not out of the fight, but Foundation, they don't have much. Like, where's their main? They've got a transport down here. They've got, what is this? That's another transport. You're telling me the Foundation has no combat capability whatsoever? Oh, don't tell me that. I hope they're building ships. I don't see anything. I don't see a damn thing here. Crap. 3 transports is all I got. And then a single destroyer. It's an assault army. Oh, crap. Okay, well, anyways. So if you guys saw the intro, I haven't edited it together yet, but we need to get a refuel and resupply point closer in. So there's a bunch of stuff that we've got to do. But that's the first thing that I want to focus on doing. Now, there are multiple planets that we can colonize over here. Continental worlds are best for us. So what I was thinking was we get a ship, we send one of our science ships, there should be one fairly close. There's a system called Borse here, and they do have a planet we have not scanned. It's out of everybody's territory, but it's right up against the front line. If we can get in there and defend it, so put a defensive structure there, this could be our resupply point and allow us to actually fight this war properly. Because like hell, we're gonna lose this battle. We're gonna win against the Cardassians. We cannot let this stand. Our forces are falling back. The Heresy and the Hakuna, is that the one that took, yeah, 6 hull points on the Hakuna, and the Heresy only has 31. So they barely made it out of there. Luckily, I still pulled the retreat. Now, that wasn't our entire fighting force. We do have the, what was it? Was it the, yeah, the second strike force. This is the group that fell back to get repairs, if you remember. Because they already had damage from fighting, I think it was some aliens that were up here or something like that. So anyways, we've got some things to do. First, where are we gonna build this colony ship to establish our foothold? I'm gonna go with, I'm thinking Serenity. Serenity doesn't have a starport on it already. It's fairly far back though. The Tristram system has Sanctuary, but Sanctuary is already building a starport. I want to get more starports online. Does Reach have a starport? Reach doesn't have one. Reach is up in the Higma system, and that's actually pretty close to bringing in reinforcements. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll build one. The one thing that we do have as an advantage is we have a lot of minerals coming in, so we're gonna build this. Because we have so much territory, and we've deployed so many mines, so. If we do put a colony over here, we're gonna have to start a new sector. And I'm betting this is gonna be a new sector for us out here at some point. Now, you guys have warned me, don't expand too quickly, Shek. It's going to hurt your research. For every, I think, planet you have, it lowers your research by a certain amount. Kind of a pain. We're gonna focus on getting tropical worlds, because the tropical worlds that we wanted to get, I don't know how many times we've looked at, that's an ocean world. Well, there's multiple tropical worlds in here, down here. This is a continental, right? God, we gotta get our scouts out there. So let's dispatch our science ship. Where are you? I've got a new mission for you. There you are. All right, Captain McFarlane of the Nomad, you have a new mission. It's gonna be dangerous. Get over to the Bohr system, scan that system, and find out what kind of potentially habitable world is this. And we'll try to get a colony ship there ASAP. The nearest starport that we have access to is probably gonna be Earth. And I don't want to stop the construction of these Arizona-class torpedo boats. So we're gonna leave that be. We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna wait until... Oh, you know what? Destiny can build a colony ship for us. Yeah, Destiny's not doing anything right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. Colony ship. Who do we want to be in the colony ship? We can choose based on, well, all their preferences. We're probably going to take, oh, no, I was reading those. Colony ship. Make sure they're in line with our base ideals. So individualists, militarists, and materialists. No, we're not taking on xenophobes. Not spreading xenophobia right next to the borders of two alien races. Nah, just not happening, especially one that's our allies. What are you? Fanatic individualists. And xenophobia. Let's go with materialists, militarists, and individualists. Load them up. Our volunteers are gonna live on the outskirts, the farthest known reaches. This will be the farthest territory that we control. And then we'll just kind of like backfill some of these planets back here. I believe, what is this? This is a continental world. We could totally take this. It's a fairly large world actually, but it's full of crap. 2 planets in that system. The Tundra world we do not have access to yet. The Jehetma might, but I want to get the Jehetma situation under control. Speaking of Jehetma under control, let's go up to the government tab, grab some policies. We're gonna stop encouraging free thought because this is encouraging ethnic divergence, which is gonna hurt us. You notice that those humans were, some of them were xenophobes. Like that's part of the ethnic divergence. They start taking on the just different characteristics. We're gonna grab though the social welfare programs. This will increase our happiness by 50%, but it will drop our minerals and energy by 20%. Now that's a big drop when I institute this, but yeah, it just put us in the negatives for energy right now. But we need it, at least for now, to get the Jehetma back on our side. So it's in the middle of wartime. Yeah, I know it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's something we're just gonna have to deal with. We can go through the planets and see if we can produce a bit more energy. Our army maintenance, our building maintenance, and our station maintenance is actually pretty high, but we'll get it done. We'll figure it out. We could probably actually upgrade some power plants. Possibly. We'll have to go through all the planets and take a look. What do we got here? Negative balance, well aware. Debris analyzed, excellent. Our science ship is on the way though. Are both science ships have their orders? No, they don't. The Wanderer, where's your position, Wanderer? Okay, you're way up here. You've got some work to do. This entire northern border of ours is all of a sudden within our territory, so I'm guessing our border has just pushed on, but we haven't scanned any of the planets there. There's probably great resources that we could make great use of. So let's send you to the safer planets and or systems. I want you to survey. We're taking the Wanderer to the north. Survey all of these systems. Now they're in scanner range, aren't they? Oh, they're not in scanner range. Now there's no colonizable planets up there for us though. So, all right, Wanderer has his orders. Construction ship. Before we unpause this, where are you located at, Rust Bucket? Have you built everything there? We need power. Have we taken any planets in our territory that will give us more power? No, not yet. Hopefully there'll be a power resource there. It's constantly our problem. Actually, here we go. The Hoth system has a bit of power generation. Commander Lynx, what do you say? Mining station over on Hoth 8? Ah, indeed. I agree as well. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to deal with Commander Lynx's shenanigans. There's no time for that, Lynx. Don't you know it's war, man? We're at war. Right then. That's what happens when you leave your door open and then your Roomba goes off and freaks the cat out, and then the cat has to come in and give you tactical advice and tell you how you're doing it wrong. All right, so we've dispatched our construction ship, but they have the Protector already there. Is he already building? Yeah, the Protector's already building stuff in that system. So what we could do is send the Rust Bucket somewhere a little bit more useful, somewhere else. That's gonna be tough though, because of how much we're hurting on resources. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll send the Rust Bucket, because that energy, I noticed this must have been last time, and I gave the order for him to build stuff, so we're gonna tell the Rust Bucket to stay where he is, actually head over to the Unar system, because I believe the Confederacy hates our guts. Let's take a look at our contacts and see. Not the Draw Preference Sons, they actually like us. That could change though. The Interplanetary Confederacy, that's the Sathid. There they are. Yeah, they hate us with a passion. We've got a really high threat with them. So, and we've done some terror bombing. I know we did some moderate bombing during the war. They don't like our bombardment policy. Interesting. Okay, well, anyways, we're going to set up a defensive line against them. They hate us. I don't think they hate us enough to go to war. They're also, well, everybody's going to be considered superior at this point because we have to rebuild the fleet. I'm wondering who the next captains are going to be. Now, is any of this in our territory over here? No, it doesn't look like it. It's right on the border. We've got a bunch more systems to scan. It may be a good idea to get us another science ship soon because we have so much territory we want to scan. Like down here in the south, the Gambus Vale, we could control this avenue, for at least for hyperspace travel, just by colonizing the Koldak system. This is a continental world, and have our influence out here. It's just something to think about. But we need to get down there and scan it. That's the trouble. And if we don't do it soon, we're gonna get problems like these fellas, the council, the Bernathi Council. Sounds like the Barathi. Probably moving in and causing us trouble. Anywho, one of the votes that I did last week, I know there's a lot of maintenance to do before we unpause the game. There's just so much going on. The Asari Republic. We were going to make friends with the Asari, and they already kind of like us. And I asked the question, I said, do we set up it was guarantee independence with the Galactic Foundation. So let's switch to the people who like us. The Galactic Foundation and the Asari Republic. That way we'll be getting, I think it's up to plus 50 for them to like us. And you guys all agreed. It was like a 68%, I want to say, vote in favor of the Asari and the Foundation, guaranteeing their independence, which is what we're going to do. Guaranteeing the independence of an empire. If they are attacked, we will automatically come to their defense. So if they go to war, though, it's what we do. I mean, we're a military republic. We're going to be jumping in at their defense, and I believe vice versa. I could be wrong. So that means we're going to have to really build out the military fleet. Right now, 12 out of 70 isn't going to cut it. So we're going to guarantee independence. We are stretching ourselves very thin, but we could make out really, really, really well for this. And we're already at war, helping these guys. So we're going to guarantee the independence of the Galactic Foundation. This will grant us plus 0.25 each month up to 50. So it's going to take a long time for that to really take hold, but we're going to confirm it. And we're going to do the same thing for the Asari Republic. Hello, Asari. We're going to guarantee your independence. And we do have a trade deal with them, right? Has a migration treaty with unidentified empire. Yeah, they don't like us enough to do that, I don't believe. How much do we... See, we only need 21, so we could really bump this up. Guarantee independence. Confirm. This is what they've done and replaced... what was you able to do? You used to be able to put an ambassador on their planet, an embassy, which would do this exact same thing, but now it actually has a bit more weight to it. It's not just like free points. All right, I think we're good. Powerful pop faction. Let's see how that pop faction is doing. Jahet, secessionists. Have we finally knocked you guys down a bit? A little bit. A little bit. They're still rioting. Hopefully we can get this under control. Even though they rebelled and we crushed them, their support is still very strong. I'm surprised that this didn't just decimate their ability to continue to rebel. Interesting. Well, manage faction. Do we have any new things we can do other than bribe their leaders? Not using up our power, that's for damn sure. And it's only going to drop it by 10%, so we'll wait. We want to keep our influence for now. So, all right, we've done everything. We've established our social welfare programs. We have... we can't give them free voting rights yet. We haven't done the research. We have chosen our research, unlock tropical worlds. We're going to have the new starports online soon. We've ordered up our starports, and we have the military building, and we are building our colony ship so we can get our resupply point. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and unpause it and see what happens. What do we have? Borders have closed. Oh, shit. Not between us. We have allowed you to move about freely in our territory for far too long. Today we draw the line. Our Mothi unified nations. Spiritualists, militarists, and there's Uniphiles? Why? Why do you hate us? Probably because of where are you guys even at? Who's the other person? Borders closed by the Barathi Council. Everybody on this side hates us except for the Drell, and they're the smallest of the empires. Well, shit. Here's the Nar Council. All right, unpausing. Yeah, we need to establish a military presence on this border. We need to show the flag, basically. Prospero, tell me you're getting work done. You are scanning this sector, right? Yeah, you're scanning this sector. It's just a very thick sector. Let's keep an eye on the war effort. So we're at -9 on the war effort, and we have negative balance on energy consumption. Shit. Just take a look at the surface of all of our planets, see if we can do any power upgrades. Those social welfare programs are expensive. We do have an empty spot on Earth. It might be worth it to get another power plant. We also need to get hyper entertainment forums on those planets over there. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get rid of a research point, but it might be worth it. Let me check the other planets first before I do that, though. Power plant upgrades, there we go. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Hostile fleet.
Oh shit, what do we got? Oh crap, pause it. Our science vessel has come in contact with an enemy hostile fleet. Oh, holy shit, there's a lot of alien vessels on in this world, or in this sector. A lot of them that we haven't investigated. So it's not, luckily it's not Cardassians coming up here. We could deal with this. We could deploy our... their power is 270. We could send in a military force to get in here. I would really like to control this planet, but we'd have to fight through multiple... What's the nearest combat fleet that's actually capable of fighting? Earth. And the attack power is only 150 until we get those destroyers built. We should have at least one of the Phoenix classes come out by now, right? No, not yet. Not yet. All right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until a few of the Phoenix class come out and we have a nice-sized military force. We do have one. The first Arizona class has launched. Let's take a look at him. Look at those missiles. Arizona class, the Onward. I'll be renaming these, of course, with the new captains list that'll come out by probably the next episode, because I got a feeling by the time this episode airs, we're going to have... Did you run? Did you evade the hostile fleet? I need to give you new orders. We'll fall back, and we'll see if you can scan this system. I don't want to lose this science vessel. Oh, there's just a... Ah! All right, well, go ahead. What kind of planet is this? Tundra. Go ahead and scan this planet, this sector. They can build those anywhere? We need to destroy that. That's what we need to do. We need to take that out. Well, we'll wait till the main fleet gets back there. And then we'll combine forces. We'll send a combat group out here to destroy this wormhole station. What's in this sector? Another wormhole station? No, it's one of their science ships. Don't want them expanding this way. Got a negative balance again. Let's go back through. We're still building power plants. We can continue to upgrade these.
Anomaly found.
Upgrade power plant. Oh yeah, we got plenty of power plants to upgrade. We're gonna have plenty of resources coming in for this as soon as these are finished building. That was Destiny. What about Reach? We've got old technology that must be upgraded. That's a power plant 1 I'm upgrading to. What? I still had a basic on this planet. I got mines here that need to be upgraded. Our infrastructure needs some work. It really does. Even our administration building hasn't been upgraded here, so we may focus a bit on that. What do we got? Anomaly found. You're already researching it. Good. 22% risk of failure. An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in space above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage, and the entire sector of facility is missing. Whoa, who died? Oh, no! Our first governor passed away, Terrence Green of Earth. He has been the governor of Earth for, I mean, the entire campaign, really. He was one of the first officer or heroes that we've brought into the fold, and now he has passed away. That is sad. I mean, fair enough, but sad times. Good, the combat fleet's arrived and it's beginning repairs. Seal those hull breaches. Prepare for combat. I'm sending you guys back out, Admiral Vadding. Damn. All right, well, Terrence Green's passed away. He will be missed and he will be mourned. We may have to name a system after him. Maybe this frontline system will be named after Terrence. After Mr. Green. All right, so that's gonna do its thing. That's fine. I know we have a negative balance. That's gonna fix itself as soon as our, wow, there's nothing on Serenity right now. Serenity is tiny. It's our newest colony though, so understandable in the Alborn system. Let us, military fleet is rebuilding. Power plants are about to come online. All right, well, let's let the game continue. Oh, we've got construction ships and the Nomad not doing anything because the Nomad kind of got chased out. We need a combat force. We need a raiding force. We need a raiding party. How goes the war effort down here? Did they move in yet? No, they haven't. They're still rebuilding their fleet. I'm concerned that they're going to attack and win this war before we can even get back into it. And that's unacceptable. Foundation seems to be unable to rebuild their forces. I didn't want to fight this war for them. So what I'm probably gonna do is, yeah, let's get over there. Let's start doing some damage. Let's turn the war back in their favor. I can do some raids and take out these wormhole generators. So back to Seoul. Let's build the fleet. So first defense fleet needs to be repopulated. Get you guys fully repaired. How do I want to do this? I'm debating. Well, we need to divide up these ships. So give me, no, better yet, we're gonna combine these two groups with Vadding's army. So let's go ahead and do that. Merge fleet, the order has been given. Deep scans from the Prospero seem to have triggered some kind of cascade power failure in an ancient shipyard orbiting Unmar 3. It blew up in a spectacular explosion, according to Science Officer Captain Henry. That is very unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to have a new shipyard. We don't normally fail, though, so that makes me sad. We're up to 378 in combat power. We need every ship we can get. We're gonna merge both fleets. You guys keep preparing. As soon as you're combat capable, we're moving out. Where's the Nomad's current location? I pause it again real quick, because the Nomad was scanning... You have already scanned this sector. Can I get you to scan? I should be able to get you to scan. Will you not do it? Oh, you've already scanned that sector. We've scanned both of these. This is the area that you're having trouble with. All right, we'll survey the system behind us. And let's dispatch the first Alliance fleet. Now, I know I'm pulling my entire military force while having hostile borders with 2 alien races away from the front line. It is a risk, but we have multiple star bases currently producing ships. So I don't feel as bad about doing it. Oh, the repairs are still going on. We gotta get the Hakona 100% before we head out. We're gonna have to refit the Corvette fleet soon.
Construction complete.
I've given the order to move out. Come on, power plants. Hurry up and come online. I need you. These upgrades need to happen faster. We might drop another power plant on this planet, actually, move some people around. Civil unrest has reached a boiling point, and members of the Jahet secessionist underground have taken to the streets, looting and burning. This must be a new month, I would guess, at least another 30 days. That is unfortunate. We've probably lost another building on some planets. Let's take the... What's your guys' deal? Still having trouble? They're still having problems. They're not rioting anymore. They've ruined a building. I guess that's the recent riot. They're going to riot again. The number has gone down, though. It's 28 now. It was in the 30s last time I looked at it. We could bribe their leaders. I don't really want to spend any more resources, though. Especially not power. So we'll just give it some time. Our construction ship. Oh, you know what I could do? A better idea. Let's grab up starports. There we go. We don't have solar panels at all our starports. We need to make sure this is a thing. Can't give you any upgrades. All starports that are being constructed need to be able to power themselves. So as soon as they're online, Serenity still doesn't have her starport. 360, we can afford it. Let's go ahead and do the upgrade. We can put those on there, and they'll put out enough power to actually power the stations themselves. That'll free up a few more points. Construction on those power plants are just about done, so that's good. Where's the attack force? Moving in slowly. We have to really keep an eye on this. Ooh, what do we got?
System survey.
These are still
complete.
transports. Stop building ground troops and start building an actual fleet. Oh, you've got one destroyer. Great. I think our allies aren't too bright. Why are all of our science ships not working anymore? Well, that's because they can't get into the sectors I want them to scan, at least one of them. The Nomad, where's the Prospero, though? I thought I had you on a long-term mission up here. That's the Wanderer. Prospero is located way out here. Oh, you finished your scans. Excellent. I can send you out now. You didn't find anything of use, though. That kind of sucks. Can you scan the sector? Intel is low. That's the rust bucket. I need the Prospero. Survey that system. There we go. You have your mission. And then I want you to backtrack and survey the rest of the Jahet system. Because last time we did this, we actually found some extra resources back here that we had not scanned. So, gonna make sure you scan everything. Let's take full advantage of the territory that we've picked up. Since it's costing us so much just to hold on to it right now due to the separatist movement. Finally looks like we're getting that under control. Unpause. What do we got? System surveyed. Good. System surveyed. Good. Rivalry.
System survey complete.
Another system is fully surveyed. Our military forces down here, they're actually moving pretty quick.
Construction complete.
And we're not picking up any military ships.
Construction complete.
Construction on Reach is completed. That would be the spaceport, right? Yes, it is. Let's focus on getting those solar power plants online. We're minus 14 right now. We're working on it. We're working on it. If we colonize this area, there's more power here as well. So that'll be good. Let's build up another power plant on the surface of one of these planets. What do you got for me? Power plant needs to be upgraded. Power plant 2 to go to power plant 3. Get it done. See, yeah, we can go all the way up to power plant 3. So we've got a lot of upgrades to do across the Empire. Earth. Everything you've got is up to power plant 3, right? Yep. All right, everything is good on Earth. Sanctuary, what do you got? Power, that's a biolab. Focus on getting our power situation taken care of. And we have a Barathian power plant 3. That's producing 11 power. Can't say no to that. What do you got? Border opened. Oh, the Sathid Interplanetary Confederacy. We no longer see any reason to keep you locked away out of our territory. So the threat must have gone down with them. They do hate us still, I'm sure. But if they're opening up their borders to us, or they want something, like they may need to scan something in our territory, that could be what it is. Sometimes you get those missions, those quests that are like, go and find the one that we're currently doing, the one for the zoo. Go and find stuff. Well, okay. We need to scan these sectors along our border up here. All right, military fleet has arrived in sector. I'm giving you orders to engage that wormhole generator owned by the Directorate. This will give us a small victory. It's 7% so far. Oh, they've won a couple of space battles. Good for them. Minus 7%. This should push it a little bit, I think, every time you take out some assets of the enemy. Like, how defended are they? It's just a starbase, right? Yeah, it's just a starbase. I'm really surprised they haven't attacked it yet. I wish I could build defenses. I would totally build one of my, like, siege platforms in there.
Construction
one of the
complete.
deep space stations. Have you guys engaged yet? I know you've got them torpedoes. Hopefully we're not giving away our hand with the new weapons on the Arizona class. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Vatting. Get it done.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Hostile fleet. It's a single wormhole station that I'm hoping we're able to take out without enemy reinforcements arriving. Because this is a fleet of corvettes. Get the guns in range. There's the first torpedoes. The first torpedo fired in anger. Oh, you know what I should do? I should rename, I can't do it right now, I don't think, but I should rename the one destroyer that's in this fleet the Hazard, because that was Vatting's original ship, and now he's Admiral. He was he was a cruiser, Corvette captain, excuse me, we don't have cruisers yet. It shouldn't take too long to take out. We take this out and it will limit their ability to move around in these sectors. Then we'll be able to move the Nomad in. I want to engage these alien vessels to the south. I know I'm fighting another enemy, but we need to get in there if we want to put the colony ship down there. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick. I'm seeing... Protector, you can build something useful. Oh, but this isn't in our space. That's why you can't build anything useful here. I guess you're just going to have to hang in there. I don't want to build any more research centers until we get our credits under control. We're still building more power plants. Are there any more power plants we can build, or do I have to start new ones? Power plant 3 requires a planetary capital upgrade. Can we do that upgrade yet? I always click the wrong building. Where's the administration building? Upgrade. You can't do it yet because you don't have 10 pops on your planet. Damn. We can upgrade this power plant, though. Don't want to get rid of the food. The food is what allows these plants to grow quicker. It's going to use more power. I'm trying to avoid it as best I can. Trying not to use any more power than we have to. Another power plant needs an upgrade, but we can't do it. Yes, we can. There's another upgrade going in. A little bit more power coming out. It's going to help a bit. Our colony ship. We get rid of this colony ship. Is she up? She's not even built yet, is she? Yes, she is. The Exodus. Okay. I'm gonna dispatch the Exodus to that sector. The Rovanic sector. And then once we kill out the Bohr sector, I can rush in there and colonize this planet. I'm not even sure how good the planet is. But this needs to be done. Back to the fight. Construction complete. Fleet is in combat. Let's check the sensor data. Are our allies picking up any enemy movement? No, they're not.
Complete.
Though they don't have sensor range this far out. Well done, missile destroyers. I like that the missile destroyers actually hang back in that fight. The corvettes took point.
Construction complete.
Sorry to all the corvette captains, but I would rather lose the corvettes than those destroyers at this point. All right, Nomad, go ahead and start moving forward. I'm actually just gonna order you to move into system now. Where is the planet that we're looking to colonize? This one right here. Move in. Now, if they're not going to attack, this is gonna be a little crazy, but if these things, these red crystalline entity looking things, we haven't researched them yet, but if they're not going to attack us, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let them live. See, here's the planet that we want right here, this small moon around a gas giant. If they're not willing to attack us, we'll leave them here. And if the Cardassians decide to come at us, they're gonna have to come through this sector, right? They're gonna warp in or jump in, and they're gonna have to fight these guys for us. So my plan is to leave them alive. That would be really hilarious if that works out. I hope it works out. All right, they're shooting red shit at us. Shields up. Weapons online. Torpedo damage. We've only got a couple of ships with torpedoes. Who's taking hits? The Hakona? Oh shit. Oh, there goes the Hakona. All hands abandon ship. All hands abandon ship. Oh, I like that it shows you which ship is which now. It highlights them. We're gonna lose the Heresy. Come on, boys. Take him down. All right, only 2 left. We might be able to save Captain Edward. Ah!
Situation
We lost 2 ships. Needed to be done, though. All right, go ahead and get into orbit of the system. Evading hostile fleet. What are you invading? Don't evade hostile fleet. Let's put you on passive. If you ever have an issue with science ships or construction ships running away, you can actually change their stance right here. Right here, this button, so put them on passive, it shouldn't be a problem anymore. As long as we don't auto-engage, I think we'll be okay. That's why I'm moving them up to Bors 2 Alpha, which we're going to rename, of course. Come on, science ship. Like, this is the most important thing going on in the Empire right now. How are we doing on research? Almost have tropical world, and we're about halfway through our engineering research into our better spaceport. Good, 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 good. They're producing corvettes and a couple of destroyers now, and the enemy has not pushed into their territory. That surprises the hell out of me. Scan this planet.
Construction complete.
And where is the Exodus? Oh, our power is dropping like a rock. We still have not... Oh, we just found more power. Yes, that's what we're talking about. All right, construction ship. You're too far away. Where's the protector? Protector... I'll move in the protector. Yeah. It's worth it. Get up here. Build a power output mining station. And then do the same in this sector. Where is the power? It's coming out of the sun. Okay, build another mining station there. We get those 2 operational, be a little bit more power. We've got a science ship up here currently scanning these systems, which have come under our territory. Our territory has expanded quite a bit. I don't remember owning all this up here in the last episode. I wonder if we just gained enough influence or something. Another system survey is done. There's our colony ship. We have come across the Gemmel aliens, another unidentified one, and the Beth aliens. Really? I like it when they make contact, because then they show up on the map. There's an alien race out here that we're unaware of. I'm kind of curious who they are. All right. Whoa! What are you? The Beth aliens. They're moving a fleet. Looks like they're moving a fleet to engage us. Are they moving a fleet to engage us? Move away. Avoid. Avoid, avoid, avoid. I don't think they're going to engage us. It looks like they're just moving through. Maybe to engage the enemy AI that's here. I don't recognize these ships. This is a new alien race. The Beth aliens. I could do the research to figure out who they are. Investigate Beth aliens. Do we want to? Probably a good idea. 180-day research time. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. They're flying a 1.1k fleet through our territory, our soon-to-be territory. We're definitely going to research who the shit they are. All right, they didn't engage us. Fall back before you engage something else. It's a tricky situation in the Borst sector. In the Borst
Hostile
sector.
fleet engaged.
What? What? No, no, no. Can't give the order to retreat, not for another 23 days. Why? You guys have been sitting in the system for a while now. I don't want to lose ships for no reason. There's no reason to engage these guys. How much time? 13 days?
System survey complete.
All right, we've scanned it. Bring in the Exodus and colonize the planet. I honestly don't really care where you deploy it. Top right sounds good. We'll rename you later. How goes the battle? Ordering the retreat. I don't want to lose any ships to this.
Situation
I want these guys to stay
update.
alive. So, you guys retreated? Where'd you run to? Wow, yeah, we need to repair you. And that's why we're taking this base. Fantastic. Good, they're fighting each other.
Hostile fleet.
That's what I wanted. Who's evading a hostile fleet? Our colony ship is. Fleet stance passive. There we go. You have your orders. Now move in. You've already jumped. Get back here, Exodus. Your captain seems a little jumpy. No pun intended. Deploy there. Try it again. And sit and defend. So we'll get the station online. That'll give us some defenses here. Then we'll get a defense platform online next to it, and hopefully set in that warp beacon. Now, they're up to 10%. That means that they've attacked again. Or the Foundation keeps sending in ships all willy-nilly. It's only 10% though. We can still win this.
System
How are we doing with
survey
the Asari
complete.
Republic? Let's... Wait, you surveyed another whole system? Well done. Any more power up there? There is power up there. Excellent. Getting it done, getting
Evading
it done.
hostile fleet.
There's a hostile fleet in the Shukon sector, but there's also a continental world up here that's the size 14. That's not bad. That would really piss off the Sathid, though, or the Sathid. If I colonized this world, it would push their border way in there. Civil unrest is at a boiling point, and they're beginning to loot and burn in the streets. Let's see what that's actually up to. So, pause it. Empire, let's look at our factions. They're back up to 35 again. Hey! Wait, no, they're not. They're up here. 27, so they're down again. 5% chance to rebel. Really? I've got you guys down to 27. This is as lowest that you've been in ages. I wonder if I can bribe them out of it. No, I can't. Shit, I thought we were gonna be good after a while. This might be a problem. What about the individual worlds? Can we I can't build anything. I can't choose to build stuff on this planet. See, that's one of the things that bothers me. Like, I can't click this and say, okay, I want you to build one of those, wow, what's the word for it? The happiness structures, right? The entertainment districts and stuff like that. I'm thinking maybe I should take a little bit more direct control of that. Let me know, guys, what you think about maybe me taking direct control of, say, Jehetma Prime and getting the happiness of that up properly, because they're obviously, like, let me look at the sector. Scrolling down here. I don't have a happiness focus. Sector's currently not supplying us with any energy resources. Let's probably not do that. Let's keep it at 25%. They're really not producing anything for us. A little bit of research. I'm allowing everything, too. They're costing us energy credits right now. And there's empty modules on these. Not all of them have... All right, anyways. We'll let it go for now. Our scientist, Captain Henry, has been promoted. Fantastic. Evading a hostile fleet in the north, that's fine. Are you not doing anything? Do you have orders?
Special project complete.
After successfully translating their language, we have established communication with the Hodam Coalition. Diplomatic channels are now open. Oh, it looks like a grub. First contact with the Hodan. Greetings. I speak for Chief Executive Officer and the wealthy elite of the Hodan Coalition. We are always looking for new trading partners among the many diverse and delightful alien nations we encounter as our ships explore the galaxy. Oh yeah, you guys are xenophiles, aren't you? Yep. We will not be held back. Let's see where they're at. Where's the Hodan? All right, cool. Our colony ship is just about to arrive and begin colonization, right? Oh, are we waiting for... There she goes. I was going to say, I know it takes a bunch of influence to do it, but I thought we had the influence. So the colony has gone down. It will be ready in 13 months. The fleet is defending above it. We've got our science ship in the area. We don't really need the science ship in the area. I mean, you might as well scan this bit of the red alien corpse. And that 1,000 fleet group is still there. Oh, if they decide to attack us, this attack swarm, they're all destroyers and corvettes. Okay, they're not all destroyers. They're mostly destroyers, like 4. Wow, there is a big group of destroyers, more than we've got right now. All right, let's check out real quick well, let's clear this stuff. Surveyed system, powerful pop. So they're talking about powerful pop, so let's go to Empire. Let's go to leaders, factions. How are they up to 35? Really? Destiny Independence Party is up to 35. Good googly moogly. What we need to do is go to Destiny and build. Where's Destiny? Let me scroll up. Destiny, you need a new structure on your surface. Build yourself actually, let's build it. Let's build it here. Let's build you Why can't you have this? Requires 6 power. That's why you can't have this. And let me guess, I can't upgrade the power plant, right? No, I can't upgrade the power plant. So, is it just the power that's keeping this from happening? Requires a planetary capital. You have to have a capital to do this. All right. So we need to focus on upgrading you, which you can't do until you get at least more population. There is a way that we can get this moving a little bit faster. We can upgrade the hydroponics farm. It's going to take a little bit more power, and I know we're hurting for power, but to fix the power issues, what we can do is go to Earth. It's not really fix them, but temporarily fix some edicts, and we can do capacitor overload. That will give us 15 from 20. That's not terrible. Could probably pass another one of these. Who's making the most power? So, Sanctuary is putting out 3 power. No power. No, there's another power plant that was bigger than that, wasn't there? Yeah, Earth is putting out 26. You're only putting out, yeah, you have 10 coming out, but you're using a bunch. Quick fix to this would be to just replace one of these empty spaces with another power plant or a power hub. Power hubs produce 3 power. Power hubs produce some energy credits on their own, but are more importantly increase the overall energy output of a planet, so you can really make an energy. This is going to be the energy planet. Sanctuary is going to turn into an energy production planet, is what I think I'm going to do. So we're going to build another power plant. Yes. We're going to build... We can't upgrade you yet. A power... You're not there yet, but you will be soon. 13 out of 60. Because I don't have any more of these that I want to really get rid of. The 3 minerals isn't that important to me, so what we'll do is we're going to replace this structure with a power hub. Yes, get it done. So there's a power hub going in there that will increase the power output of all the other power plants. Then we'll come back here and we'll build another power plant. We're really gonna produce some power on Sanctuary. That's what Sanctuary is gonna be. And then once that's producing a ton, we can use the Edict to bounce it up even more. Now, let's look at the Jahetma for a second. I am concerned they're going to riot again. If I look at the factions, they're at 27, but there's a 5% chance they're gonna rebel again. Now, we won the rebellion last time. We were able to fight off that rebellion last time, but I'm not so sure we'll be able to do it again. At least in, I think Jahet will be fine, because Jahet has, if I look at the army, they've got a huge army. I put most of the ground forces on the capital, which makes sense. What about Quilfar? Quilfar, there you are. Okay, you should be okay, because there aren't that many people on the planet's surface. It's gonna be a Jahet army, though. Will that? I'm curious. This is the planet that was really close. We were really close to losing it last time, and here's why. On the surface, it's got a decent-sized population, but we've only got actually 4 salt armies. I'm gonna go ahead and build, and I think I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna build 3 defense armies on this planet to boost our defense force. Now, I don't know if the Jahetma will stay loyal if they rebel, but we'll see what happens. 3 more defense armies, and Sargarius? How big is the population on the surface? Not very big. Let's just do 2 defense armies. They're relatively cheap. All right, we'll see how that goes. Let's check our construction ship. He's already getting work done, putting down some more mines for us, and we're waiting for the Bourse colony to be established. So we're looking pretty good. Wanderer, what's your location? You're way up there and you're not doing anything. Let's give you orders. Survey this system. Survey this system. Who died? Ah, Thomas Pace died too. All like the old guard are passing away. Well, Dr. Thomas Pace, you have served us well, and I'm sorry to see you go. But Pace, what was Pace? Pace was captain. He was captain of the Wanderer. Damn, I have to assign a new captain to the Wanderer. I have to recruit a new captain. We are really hurting on influence and power right now. The war is a costly one. Who do we have here? We're gonna be taking on... Ooh, minus 10% to anomaly failure risk. I wish I had that when we found that shipyard. But better chance of discovering them straight up. Let's take that. And of course, we'll rename this scientist at some point. All right, guys, I'm curious to know what you think. I'm gonna unpause the game. What do you think of my plan to establish scientists lack scientists? Why? Oh shit, who died now? Was that our last of the original group? It is. It totally is. All of our original scientists have now passed away. Age 74, Danius Gassus, you've passed on. Thank you so much for your service. We may name a planet after you or something. We'll have to remember to do that. Looks like we're gonna have to recruit another scientist. Actually, we have one available already. Kimiko Maru, I'll be renaming you, but you know what? It's probably a better one, actually. Industry speed research, that could be better. Do I wanna use the influence though? We're kinda low on influence. Let's just take what we've got. Okay, so I just did my intro and then had an idea about my power problems. So what we could do is, I've only tried to trade contacts. I wanna make some allies. And we've got, actually, two races kind of becoming allies, right? We've got our Galactic Foundation that we've been helping them fight the Cardassians because the Cardassians already hated us. We've also got the Asari. Now, our direct military allies, the group that we went into war with to help defend against the Cardassians across the neutral zone here, they are hard-pressed for resources right now, and they're not gonna be able to trade anything with us. But what about the Asari Empire? They're fairly well spread, and they've got what I believe to be mostly friendly races around them. They might be a little bit more willing. If not them, we might be able to get away with trading with maybe maybe the Droll Preference Suns, they're not very large either, they do like us. Or the Solarian Union. They're kind of far away though, but these are the groups that I would like to make into allies, at least have a friendly relationship with. So why not, we'll just go down the list here. Let's try, I don't actually know if this is gonna work. I need resources. I need energy resources incredibly badly, but I've got tons of minerals coming in. So energy credits, are you willing to? They are. So every time I did this with the other races, the ones that's currently at war, it was negative 1,000, meaning they're not willing to trade with you at all because they just don't have it. And you guys mentioned this in the comments. I wonder how many they're willing to give us. Let's try 10. And we'll of course trade, we don't want instant transfer, we want monthly transfer. Monthly transfer, they're willing to do it. Yes, they are. As long as it doesn't go to 1,000, it means that they're willing to do it. Holy crap. Oh, there we go. So they're willing to trade us a huge surplus. Let's do 30. I don't want to give them 30. They're gonna give us 30 monthly energy. How many years are they willing to do this for? $20-year deal? This is a really good deal. I can actually bring this down. This is, like, in minerals, this is only about a quarter of our minerals. This is going to increase our power output by a ton. Let's see if they accept the deal. Energy crisis. Energy crisis resolved for like the next 30 years, and that'll give us time to rebuild. And with incoming power, not influence, sadly, because we've blown a lot of our influence right now. We need to get rid of that
Debris
frontier outpost.
analyzed.
Let's pause this. Yeah, there's a frontier outpost somewhere we don't really need. It's this one. We don't need you, frontier outpost. How do we get rid of you? Disband. Aldra, frontier outpost, you've done us well, but you gotta go. I don't need you anymore. -2 from the guarantees, that's fine. We're back up to 4. All right, resource-wise, we're actually looking really good. If I would have thought about this earlier, it would have made a hell of a difference. But all right, guys, I'm curious to know what you guys think about my plan here on Bourse. I know it's gonna cause some border friction with our would-be allies, the Foundation, that are helping us fight against the Directorate. We're helping them fight against the Directorate. I want to take out the Cardassians. They're just too damn hostile for this area of space. But we've already got border friction because these jackasses decided to put a colony on Romstone, which is right next to our border, literally cutting the planet of Talon and Probram, I don't know, whatever that planet is, away from us. 2 worlds that we probably could have colonized if we had Tundra research. I see why they did it though. I think they're Tundra people. Possibly. Quick way to look is just to look at their homeworld. I don't want to talk to you guys, I want to see your homeworld. No, that's not Tundra, it's tropical. I don't know why they shot all the way over there for some reason. Very strange. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to it, I do all kinds of sci-fi gaming, money goodness, and I will see you guys in the next episode of the Grand Campaign.